可以开始。
Hello everyone. Our groups are 莫永贤、崔雪燕、孙思杰、张亚杰。Concept of relevant cost. Relevant cost refers to the cost that will affect the decision making in management, which is described as avoidable costs. Avoidable costs are relevant costs, while unavoidable costs are irrelevant costs. Relevant cost is a managerial accounting term with the objective of eliminating unnecessary information and process during management operation. Relevant costs focus on future cash flows, and the key is the ability to distinguish relevant costs from irrelevant costs. Relevant costs enable corporation to make financial decisions efficiently. Our key points of relevant costs. Costs that differ between alternatives are called relevant costs. Costs that occurs in future. Avoidable costs are relevant costs used for managerial decision making. Opposite to such costs, different from a future cost that does not differ between alternatives. There are 4 types of relevant costs: available cost, incremental cost, opportunity cost, future cash flows. Next one.
Okay, my name is 孙思杰。Irrelevant costs refer to the cost related to the lottery of equity by decision that a company make. Examples of irrelevant cost sank cost. Committee cost focused overhead which could not be added. Sunk cost refers to the cost that has been generated by past actions, which can not be recovered no matter what the money does. Sunk costs have nothing to do with the company's future decisions. Examples: $100 spent 1 year ago on receipts, so $100 spent 2 years ago to replace a water pump, $1,700 spent 5 years ago to build the plant. Importance for relevant cost in decision making. Relevant cost is extremely important since it's very useful in eliminating unnecessary information to make salary management decisions. That's where affects your business in future. A decision-made thorough analysis before being made. Relevant cost high output to identify and sustain what variables as focus. Time to develop result says. Time to market it. Facts on success for decision making. Identifying in the authority was being considered. Focus on the relevant cost and relevant benefits. Ignore the irrelevant cost and benefits such as sunk costs and future and costs, which do not differ between alternatives. Opportunity costs need to be considered in decision making. Next one.
There are many forecasts of decision making with relevant costs. The first one is make versus buy cost. The second, continue versus closing cost. The third, special order cost, and the fourth, opportunity cost. Let's guess the number one, making a make versus buy cost. The relevant cost of making or buy is the cost incurred by paying an external supplier. If the external supplier can produce components at a lower price, the management will choose buying it rather than making it. That is mainly considered the company's cost. Yeah. For example, company X manufactures refrigerator part and is received a bid for producing of 6,500 pieces. Before confronting the bid, manager of company X need to assess the viability of producing pieces in-house or outsourcing the parts from another supplier who may offer lower price with ensured quality. So, when there are proper choice to buy something, companies cannot produce something. Yeah. This picture is just a sample of the buy or make cost. Just look at it. Okay. The second is continue or closing cost. This kind of cost means to the decision whether to continue business line or drop it, consider the relevant cost. The relevant costs are used to identify the expenses and income where a business line should be opened up or closed down. If the relevant loss outweighs the income, the product line will be deleted rather than to be continued. For example, the company W made $80,000 monthly in a month, while the operation cost show as yes, yeah. So this shows company W is running profitably, given that the expense totally 52,000 and 700 is lower than the monthly sales figure of $80,000. So company W or maybe to choose to continue the business line. The next one is special order cost. This means to one-time order which will not affect the company's regular ongoing business. Only the incremental cost and the benefits should be considered as relevant, but the existing figure of manufacturing overhead are relevant and should be not calculated into the costing. So if the incremental revenue outweighs the incremental cost, the special order should be accepted rather than other kind of cost. This sample just show what I said. The company should choose what type of cost. So I'll talk about analysis. The first thing you need to check is whether our company get access production capacity to complete the order without destroying the ongoing product line or producing any marginal cost. Second, the company should also to consider the variable cost, like the manufacturing cost. Since the selling price of $10 is definitely higher than the variable manufacturing cost of $5, resulting in an additional income of $5,000. So the company-wide should accept this kind of order. The last one is opportunity cost. This is opportunity to benefit difference between choosing the best courses of action over the alternatives. We can also say this kind of cost represents the missed potential benefits that is forgone. For example, come to the choose to was ordered by 2 customer place. So the profit margin is as follows. The first one is $5,000 and the second one is $45,000. So the profit margin is $500. Yeah. 5,000 plus 45,000. Since the first order being more brings more profit, so companies will go for it. In return, the decision has opportunity cost of $500. That is so. Next one, please.
Okay. Yeah, this is my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. For this page, so I'm going to talk about 3 parts of the study, which meaning about the reflection of the group. So, firstly, this is about our interest in this topic. Relevant cost interest us for the significance in determining specific management decision, which may influence the development of a company. Dynamically through estimating relevant cost of form decision, corporation can make a savvy decision effectively. Next page. Okay. Secondly, we have learned much from this paper, and so how the learning influence us. I started to consider relevant cost and other corporate approaches from management cost accounting and utilize them into my management, encouraging our team to work more effectively. This knowledge provided me with a totally new perspective and method for my study and work. As we all know, management cost accounting is so important for optimum utilization for existing resource. It is an indispensable discipline that we all need to learn and master. Next page. Lastly, we hope to have more achievement with SOL, which we hope to be achieved with the basic concepts and skills in relevant cost management, cost accounting. Also, we would like to have a appreciate understand of these skills and approaches being used, and surely want to know how to use these approaches and skills into real business and make a correct decision to make a profit for the business that serving. We hope that with learning this, we could achieve with leading our team to go far in future and make more contribution to our company and the country. Next page. Thank you. There are the references have been used in this paper, and YouTube link will be attached along our presentation and here. Thanks.